Alright, hold on. Okay, so this video is for the Terrence Howard Flower Life breakdown for all the people that's been commenting on my last video. That I congratulate them for like stepping into his truth. Okay, I'm gonna just break it down because there's certain things that he was saying in there that people just don't understand what he was talking about. So it's just gonna sound like, what are you talking about? You just sounding, you using the big words. So basically, one thing he's talking about is the flower life. So most people gonna think we say flower life. If you're not familiar with the flower life, you're thinking like a flower. He opened up the flower life. What you mean? You just opened up a flower like the right way? Like how do you open up a tulip the right way? You feel me? That's not what it's about. The flower life is the sacred geometry symbol that's found like all throughout the world in like these ancient ass places, like hieroglyphics type energy that basically are sacred geometry. Geometry is like what we all learned in school, like shapes and symbols and things like that. So basically this symbol of the flower life basically is the blueprint of how all things are built in, the building blocks of everything in the world, basically in the universe. So it looks similar to this. It looks something like this. It's not exactly that, but if you see it something like that, you'll see it. So what he means by opening it up the right way, it has these circles, and all the circles make these other different types of shapes, like little petals and different types of shapes. So just keep that there. Energy is another one. He spoke about energy, and energy is seen in motion or in waves. So that's how you see energy. Energy can't be created or destroyed type thing. All these things are realizations or are theories. So, because nothing is, I guess, definite in this world besides us using our intuition to be like, I think this is what it is type vibe. But the definite things in this world basically are things that are based on this flower life, like physics. Those are the things that we feel are definite, like it's there, I'm looking at it, that's what it is. So like bubbles usually, no matter where you at around the world, around the universe, bubbles react the same way. If you pour water in something and it bubbles up, the bubbles form and shape and cluster up the same exact way no matter where you at. You can't get away from that. So those are kind of like the foundation and building blocks of life. That's what the flower of life is about. It describes that, what happens when things formulate like that. So energy, so motion and waves. Motion is energy is motion, and motion is waves. So waves are this, up and down motion. You throw a rock in the water, you get the waves. You listen to the music, you see the music is waves. It's the sound that is coming out here is in waves. That's the things that we can't detect with our own eyes, but you can't with your ears you can't detect it and see it, but that's basically what's going on. So in our life, we have ups and downs in life. So that's kind of how it is in life. In life, there's no straight lines. So that's what he spoke on the platonic solace. In nature, if you go out to the middle of the woods, in nature, anything that we didn't create ourselves as beings, there's no straight lines. The universe did not create straight lines. It created us, which created straight lines type vibe. So we see the straight lines in life, like, oh, okay, a triangle, this and that, triangles, squares, whatever. These are platonic solids. That's basically how we describe things like space and time. We see things in that way, but that's our concept. That's how we see life, and that's just what it is. That's what dimension we are in right now. But we're shifting to understand there's other forms of dimensions in this life. So it's like trying to make a straight line to your life. Like if you see a timeline of your life and it's a straight line, it wasn't a straight line. It had all these ups and downs, you know. But if you look far enough, just like how you listen to music and you can't see the waves of it, If you back up far enough, it just looks like a straight line. But the closer you get to it, you see that your life had ups and downs, you know? It won't look like this just one straight line. So that's basically what Terrence Howard was talking about, is like looking at life from this elevated space is another dimension. So dimensions are length, width, depth. That's 3 dimensions already right there. You're already in a 3-dimensional space, if you could get that. Length, width, depth. So that's like not just on this flat piece of paper, length, width, but depth. Anyway, this way. So that could tell where we're at in this space, time, space, where you at. That's how you could identify things. The 4th dimension is time. That means when is it going to be there relative to other things. So that's just kind of a basic understanding of this world of physics, and it's kind of like physics and philosophy together. So we evolving. It's just not this straight up way. We evolving. So that's basically what this is describing. And he said he opened up the flower life. He's looking at it from a 3-dimensional space, not just looking at it as 2-dimensional space with straight lines, or 4-dimensional space. It's not. It's just curves. It's not just straight lines to here to there. So some people get that, some people don't. That's basically what's happening right now. The people that can understand it, can understand it, we're trying to find new ways to articulate that to the masses so we all could be in understanding together. So it's all fresh, it's all brand new. You know, some people could understand it for a long time, but they haven't actually practiced it and put too much time and energy into it. So it's going to be rough around the edges right now, but just be patient. Don't take everything as crazy. You know, challenge everything. Challenge everything. When you see something, don't just take it for full value unless it's purely from the spirit and, you know, from your spirit guide, you know, real spirit, like that inner, you if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So hey, they may do it to you, but don't do it to yourself, man. Love.